Good morning, nursing friends, and welcome to today's show. We're very fortunate today to have with us not only one of the legends of the game, the nursing game, but also an inductee to the Nursing Hall of Fame. So without any further ado, I'd like to say a warm welcome to Sister Callista Roy. Callista, good morning. It's a real pleasure to have you here on the show today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Callista, before we really get into the action and talk about how some of your plays are still being used by nurses today, we should let some of our younger viewers know a little bit more about you.
Yes, dear, of course. Let me see. Well, I was born in Los Angeles back in 1939. I'm a member of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet, and I received my BSN from Mount St. Mary's College in Los Angeles in 1963, following to get my MSN from the University of California at Los Angeles in 1966.
And Callista, let me stop you there for just a moment, if I may. I believe it was at UCLA that your adaptation model was developed, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. In 1968, Mount St. Mary's even adopted my model as the philosophical foundation for their nursing curriculum.
And shortly after that, I believe, is when they adopted you as the resident nurse theorist at Boston College.
Yes, I've now been a coach for a long time.
Indeed. And you were inducted as a living legend back in 2007 by the American Academy of Nursing.
Yes.
Are there any other interests that you have away from the game of nursing that have had an influence in your life?
Clubbing.
Clubbing?
Yeah, like to get down.
Okay.
Gotta have a little fun in there too.
Callista, what the fans really want to hear about today is your adaptation model and how that's being used to win games and to save lives today. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, certainly. Basically, adaptation is the process and outcome whereby thinking and feeling persons, both as individuals and in groups, we use conscious awareness and choice to create human and environmental integration.
Wow, Callista, that's quite a mouthful, if you don't mind me saying, of course. Perhaps you could give us some examples of how that's used to create a winning strategy.
Perhaps we can best explain by way of example. If you could pull up the highlight reel from last week's game. What are you doing? The garbage needs to go out, and can't you take care of these kids?
Wow, that was quite a serious offense to that guy's health.
Yes, indeed it was.
So, Callista, how did you mount a defense to stop that from becoming a landslide loss?
Well, if we could go back to the reel showing the last part of the game, I'll point out the decisive plays. So, how have you been since your accident?
I've been feeling so much better. I've been watching what I eat. I've cut out all those fatty foods that you told me about.
Watching the salt.
I've been watching the salt. I also stopped smoking, and I've been exercising 3 times a week, and I feel great.
Awesome!
That is amazing. So looking at the way that you mounted that incredible counter defense, we can see the adaptation model coming into play here, here, and here.
That's right, and?
And here, 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 and it...
I think you're getting a little carried away.
Oh, sorry. So, just to summarize for our viewers, the adaptation model is as follows.
First, we have the physiologic physical mode. That's the manifestation of the physiologic activities of all cells, tissues, organs, and systems that make up the body. Secondly, we have the self-concept group identity mode. This includes the components of the physical self, self-consistency, self-ideal, moral, ethical, spiritual self. Thirdly, we have the role function mode. This includes both assigned and informal roles, also one's position in society and their behaviors. And lastly, the interdependence mode, category of behavior related to independent relationships. This focuses on interactions related to the giving and receiving of love, respect, and value. And with that, it's time to say a hearty goodbye, nursing fans. It's been fun today. It's been great having Callista here in the studio, and we hope you'll tune in again next week. Take care. Goodbye.